If you have ever been caught by police doing something illegal as a minor and having to face your parents, you know the pain that I've been through. That pain is exactly what I felt one day in the month of November 2008. One night in that early November, I had a friend over for the night, and a few of our other friends were staying over at a friend's house for his birthday. Earlier that night, we had all been over there for a party. It had been pretty fun from what I can remember of it since it was so long ago. But the thing I remember most is that one of my friends dared me to break a wooden ping pong paddle on my head. So me being me, I took it without question. I stood there for a second looking at the wooden ping pong paddle and just wondering how bad it would really hurt. And a few seconds later, I had lowered the paddle and broken it on my forehead. When I hit my forehead, I felt the wooden paddle impact my forehead and break. It hurt. A lot. But at that time, I thought it was funny, fun, and downright stupid, which made it even more fun, and it also gave me a good story to tell people. The rest of the night didn't go like this. It wasn't fun, it wasn't funny, and it hurt worse than having that ping pong paddle break on my head. It was around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning, and me and my friend crept out of my house and went to my friend's house that had had the party earlier that night. We got there in about 5 minutes since he lived right across the road from me. When we got to my friend's house, we decided to go smoke. By the time we were done smoking, it was about 3:30 in the morning, and all of us were really tired, and we had packed everything up and were ready to go home. Then out of nowhere, a spotlight from the street landed on me and my buddies. Someone yelled, "Hey, stop!" from the vehicle, and we all ran as fast as we could into the house. Soon enough, there was a loud knocking on the door, and someone answered. And when they opened the door, it was the police. They had been passing by and seen us on the side of the house outside. The police finally came in and sat us all down and asked what we were doing, and we told them. Soon after that, I was calling my mom. She answered and sounded extremely tired since I had woken her up from sleeping. I slowly explained what happened, and she started to break down while I was telling her what I had done. When she started crying over the phone, it felt like a 50-pound rock had hit the bottom of my stomach, and my body began to tremble. When I had finished telling my mom what happened, the police officer asked for the phone and began talking to her. At that point, I don't remember much of what happened around me because I was in a state of shock. I had gone against everything my parents had taught me, broken the one rule they drilled into my head to make sure I wouldn't do, and I broke it. She got to the house about 5 minutes after the police officer hung up, and I walked outside and got in the car, and we drove home in silence. When I got home, there was a police car outside my house. I walked inside with my mom, and my dad was sitting in the living room talking to a police officer. I walked in, and he just stared at me. My heart skipped a beat, and I stopped right in my tracks and looked away, but I couldn't avoid eye contact. When my eyes met his, the pain, disappointment, and anger hit me all at once. I had shattered what trust my parents had for me, partially broken our relationship, and worst of all, I had to deal with my siblings seeing me at my lowest point.